I am so happy spring is here. I don't know about you, but I feel like winter was very, very long this year. So I am super excited to be out in my yard and seeing all of the fun little things that are popping up, because if you follow me for a while at Katie McMinn, then you know we moved last year, and so this is our first spring in the new house, and I'm discovering all kinds of fun new flowers and bulbs popping up, and it's really exciting to go out and see what those things end up turning into. So today, in all of my excitement for spring, I want to show you how I put together a spring floral arrangement. Now, quick disclaimer, I've never worked in a floral shop before, so you're probably wondering why the hell I'm going to show you how to do a flower arrangement. What I can tell you is this: I go into flower shops a lot, and when I do, I am very curious. I ask lots of questions. The biggest trick that I want to teach you is tape. The trick is tape. So what you need to do is get whatever flower vase you're using, or pot, whatever you're using, and fill it with water, which I've done here. And then what you want to do is you take tape and you make like a grid system over the container. Now, this is fairly thin masking tape. There is actual floral tape, but again, I'm not a florist, so I'm not going to pay for floral tape. But basically what you want to do is just stick it on like that. And you don't want it to come over on the edge too much. See that? You just want it to barely hang over the edge, but also make sure it's secure. The flowers will hide it, so you don't need to worry about that. And I'll just tell you why we are doing this. Okay, so we have them this way. The gap's a little bit bigger there, but that's fine. This is kind of an odd shaped container. It's a pitcher, so it kind of, has this interesting shape to it. Let's see, just kind of doing the best I can here. And then you want to make sure it touches the other. I'm just gonna stop it actually and tuck it under there. See how I did that? Just because I don't know about taping all the way to there. So another one like that. Okay, and then one more on that other side. Okay. So you'll see now there's like this, it's a little wonky, but whatever. I'll fold that part over. Okay. With the floral tape, it's a lot easier because the floral tape's actually, you can get it like quite a bit thinner, but you'll get the idea. So you'll see here now we have these little boxes. This is where you insert the flower stems so they'll stay in place. If any of you have done like a silk floral arrangement and you get the green little sponges that you stick the stems into, that kind of is what this is in a sense. It makes it so that you can stick the stems where you want and they'll stand up wherever you put them. So what you want to do is you work on the outer perimeter first. So I don't want to use the tulips. I have these, don't ask me what these are called because I don't remember. There was something lace, like ladies lace, but this was a dark, I can't remember. But what I want to do is I'm going to go put them, I only have 3, and then I have, I think, 2 or 3 greenery. So I'm going to kind of go like every other one. Basically what I do is I just kind of eyeball like where abouts I'm going to want it, and then that I just mark it with my finger and just clip the stem. So, clip it, stick it. Clip it or stick it. Okay, so this one, you can either put this like in one or you could clip it off. Well, I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna, you know what, I think I'm gonna put it in the big one because I think that might fan out nice. So again, just kind of guesstimate the length that you want it to. Again, so I just I'll kind of put it up towards the vase and then just mark it with my finger in case I didn't show that well enough. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. That way. So one of the things that I do try to do is have the outward stuff kind of fan out of it. So I want to alternate, so I'm gonna do a flower in this one, which I got Big Bertha. I wonder if I should do her. Oh, so this is like 2 pieces. I would definitely be cutting that. Okay, look how pretty that is. Isn't that cool? All the red detail. I'm gonna stick that this way so that it kind of, oh, maybe not, I might not be able to do that. See, this is where I need the tape to come in. That's what I'm gonna do. Because that is a bigger one, I am just going to lay it where I want and then kind of put the tape around it like that. There. See how that kind of helps keep it into place? Wasn't sure about that side, guys. Always go with your instinct. Okay. One thing I can say about floral arrangements too is you kind of have to play around a little bit. Sometimes you'll put something somewhere and then you'll add to it and then realize you've got to take that thing out and move it. So it's fine. Trial and error. I've been doing floral arrangements for a long time because I just love flowers. And so I have many years of doing this, trial and error. Okay, so I'm gonna put this guy in. See, and then what I want to do is I'm actually going to move this guy over a little bit and add him right in there. So see again how I'm working the outer squares. And then I take this little guy and add it into the big guy here. So one thing you can be thinking about as you're putting these arrangements together is different heights and then kind of like the overall shape. So this outer rim that you're making should be kind of like the base of like the flower shape that you're making. So I kind of want to do this oval because the picture is in an oval. Plus I'm putting it at a dinner table for brunch, and so I don't want it to be this big round floral arrangement and then it's in the way of everyone eating, because that would be annoying. Okay, I'm gonna leave this last little one because he might be good for the end. Okay, so now I have two different tulips. I've got this really pretty pink one and then orange. And I think I'm gonna start with the orange first because they're a little bit shorter. But again, I'm just gonna go in and fill in where the boxes haven't been totally filled yet. Okay. Got some extra stuff in my sink. Okay, so these I actually pulled from my garden. I don't know really what they are. They're a ground cover, but then they get these really pretty little flowers on them, which I think is so fun. They kind of remind me of like a, I don't know, kind of like a an artichoke. But I think these will look really good at the base too, just because see how they kind of fall down like that? I think that's really pretty. So we're going to add these little guys in. Okay, so now I feel like that outer ring is kind of full, so I'm just starting to do the ones in the middle now. You see all of the round, you'll see all of the outer parts been filled in. So this is something out of my yard that I love. We've got these really big bushes and they get these little teeny tiny flowers on them. They're kind of fun. I mean, they're not, I don't know what they are. I'm just going with it. So I just clipped some of them off of the bush, and then what you're going to want to do is just take the bottom leaves off so that you have an exposed stem. Oh, see? A little leftover pine needle. It's amazing what you find. Okay. So I think a good rule of thumb is to make this each of the squares like as full as you can. So if there's room, put in an extra greenery because it's going to make the flower arrangement look better. Now for the big tulips. Okay. Man, these guys opened up so big. They were small when I first brought them home. Now the thing about tulips with this sort of an arrangement is you're going to want to take these leaves, at least this big one, because you need to have a good length of the stem that you can put down into the squares. So just keep that in mind. Enough room. Okay. Okay, we got to do Big Bertha now. So because this is really big, I want it to be pretty high up here. I don't want it, you know, again, you've got to be thinking about the heights. And another thing I haven't mentioned yet is to constantly be turning your arrangement, because you want to make sure you're seeing if there are any gaps or holes that you need to fill. It's always better to clip a little bit off and it's too tall and you can take it out and clip it, versus like if you clip it here and then it's like stuck in the middle, but it's low, it's going to look silly. So don't be quick to chop a lot. Be a conservative chopper. Okay, that's good, because now I can go around. See, it used to be just a little bit shorter. That's what's nice about the grid system too, is if you have to take something out, you're not pulling it, everything and the whole thing lifts up. It's just whatever's in that little space that you've made. So the grid system really is the secret. Okay, so now as I'm looking at this, I think I'm going to take the orange ones out. I'm just kind of not filling them, yeah. So what I'm going to do, change my mind, I want to grab more of this greenery from my yard and put more of that in. I'm going to go in. I feel much better with those orange ones gone. I don't know why. So you may be asking why, if I am not an expert in flowers and I've never worked in a flower shop, why you should be paying attention to how I'm doing this floral arrangement. It is because I get tons of compliments on my floral arrangements. So I may not be trained, but I know pretty. It's so nice when you have to pull one out and move it, because you just kind of look down in there and then see where the grid is. And it's so much easier. So I hope that you guys try the grid system. The more floral arrangements that you make, the easier that they become, because the better you get at them. I hope you make some, and I would love to see what you guys come up with this spring.